I want answers about Jim Short. Jim is a comedian. You might have seen him on David Letterman. You may have seen him on Conan O'Brien. You may have seen him on Craig Ferguson. And he's also the winner of the 2004 San Francisco Comedy Competition. International one, right?
Yes.
The word international is in there.
Yes. Is this on? I speak into this, right?
Yes. And you at home are the jury. It's your job to convict or acquit the topics. You're Australian, so all the convicted people go there, right?
That we get straight into convict jokes that quickly? This is racism, right? Just because I'm Australian?
It just came up.
My country was a penal, can I say penal on this channel? Penal with an A, a penal. The penal colony of Australia, because all the criminals were sent away, and we had one criminal in my family. He was sent to Australia, a counterfeiter. Right, the only one in my family who made money, and it was the wrong way.
Oh,
but that's true. That's a true story. And then my great grandfather, my dad's grandfather, was sent away, but not because of criminal activity. He was an alcoholic. He drank so much his family in England paid him to leave. They actually gave him money. They said, go away and never come back. That's the proud stock I come from. And when you drink too much for English people, you are Australian.
Our first case, John versus Jim Short. We had the guy from Whitesnake come on the show, and he wrote us that song.
He wrote you that song?
Yes.
So does he make a little cash every time that happens?
We made a special deal. We put his name in the credits.
So he got his name in the credits. He's not one of the people that you pulled out of the credits at the last minute. This was before the cameras were rolling. He was in a tizzy. Get that name off my show. But the Whitesnake bloke, he stays.
He stays because he's still performing.
He's still performing
every week. Jim is my favorite comedian. So he's not just some bloke who was coming to San Jose and I said, be on my show. No, I singled him out. I'm going to tell you about how I first saw you. So,
this sounds stalkery.
Oh, it's all above board.
You were in your house, and I was across the street with binoculars.
I was in my house. You remember the program Last Comic Standing?
Yes.
Right. There's a guy from San Francisco who made it onto the show.
Rob Cantrell was his name.
Yeah.
Yeah, very funny guy, Rob Cantrell.
He had the famous joke about a shark. So I was a fan of his. Mm-hmm. So he was doing a show in San Francisco, and you were an opening act, I believe.
Yes.
A warm-up. What would you call that?
One of the other guys on the show.
Yeah.
That's the technical. I don't want to get too technical. Use the showbiz jargon. But yeah, Rob had the show at the Great American Music Hall, which is a great venue in San Francisco. Mm-hmm. And he had about, I don't know, 4 or 5 support acts. I was one of those. So
I was running in at the last minute, got the horrible seat, like in the balcony behind a lighting guy or something, because I could barely see anything.
Oh, yeah.
But you came on, and it was hilarity all the way through. I went to see you at the Punchline like a week or 2 later. When I go to a comedy show, I'll sit there stone-faced the whole time. Not on purpose. Like, I'll be watching a comedian, they'll be funny, they'll be hilarious. But I don't have a lot of reaction happening. But I went to this show with a friend from work, and it was like a Labor Day weekend or something, and it was dead. There was like 10 people there, maybe.
It's a ringing endorsement right there. There was nobody in the place except me and my friend, but and we're sitting there stone-faced because that's how we do it.
No, I wasn't stone-faced.
No, for me you weren't.
I was in front row, and I was falling off my chair laughing. From a guy who's usually stone-faced during a comedy show, I was falling off my chair, heaving with laughter. It was incredible. You probably remember the Clippy joke, which was one of my favorites. I don't know if anybody knows anymore what Clippy is now. It's a while back, but yeah, the Microsoft paperclip person.
Yeah. Who would annoy everyone when they got on their computer.
Yeah.
The paperclip would come up. So I hated it so much I wrote a huge rant about it. And you would always come and say, paperclip, do the bit. You became my paperclip. You would just sit there and yell stuff out. You were my paperclip.
Hey, you want to do that joke about paperclip? Looks like you're doing comedy. Let me suggest something for you. And then I would email you and say, can you send me a CD of that joke?
Did I send you one?
You did.
Yeah, I did. Yeah. I'm a good guy.
Oh, look at that. Which one's that?
That's the second CD. It actually had, these aren't even available anymore. This is like finding like a rare treasure on eBay or something. But yeah, Paperclip. It's on here. Old time computer and Paperclip. Yeah.
Ah.
So I sent you one of these.
No,
I'm a nice guy.
Even better, you sent me a CDR of that joke personally for me before that CD was for sale.
Oh, did I do that?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
It was incredible.
I have a lot of free time.
If you stalk Jim Short, he'll send you stuff.
Yeah, don't stalk me. I've had stalkers. You weren't a stalker, you were just annoying. No, I'm just joking. I'm joking. That was a joke because I know how to tell jokes. Am I talking too much? Have you ever had a guest talk this much? You seem shocked, like they don't usually say this much. The guy from Styx, he just sat there and just played keyboard.
The guy with Styx was great because I thought he would like want to get out of the interview like as fast as possible. But then when we got into it, he wouldn't leave. Yeah, well, no, I wouldn't say he wouldn't leave.
He's still here.
No,
he's behind these partitions, which, by the way, aren't supposed to be used on anybody else's show. These have been stolen. I mean, this guy, he's the biggest criminal in Silicon Valley I've ever seen. He nicks everything from Apple. Look at that. On the move, property, do not touch. Not this rebel. Not only did he move them, he touched them.
When I say he wouldn't leave, I meant his tour manager kept on coming into the room saying, hey, you got a show to do, hurry up. And he was like, oh, in a minute. That's what I mean.
He was having such a good time.
Such a good time, he didn't want to leave.
Yeah.
Not like he wouldn't leave. So now you're in LA now.
I'm in Los Angeles.
You used to live here.
I lived in San Francisco, and I love visiting the Bay Area. And I forget every time I come up here. I forget people up here care. They care about They care so much. They care about every living organism on the planet. And I'm in LA now, so I only care about myself. I adapted very easily to the SoCal lifestyle.
We have an awards portion of the show. We had Armando Sarabia on the show. It was an episode on being gay. I thought it was a good show, but I was wrong. It was excellent. We won all these awards. We won 2 awards, documentary issues and special audience. So to thank Armando, we have an award for him. Documentary issues and special audience. John Wants Answers Being Gay to Armando Sarabia, expert witness. Congratulations, Armando.
Thank you, John. I'd like to thank the Academy.
What did you win?
I won 2 plaques.
Can we see yours?
I didn't bring them with me.
Oh, okay. You motion like they're in that box.
Well, usually they're in the box.
Did you just steal them off the wall out front? Yeah, this looks good. What do you think this show's going to win?
We have to enter this into the comedy, I guess, category. Right. And then
who are we up against? What's our competition here?
Keith, our camera guy tonight, has a show called Keith Explains.
Right.
He's the kiss of death for award-winning shows. So he has not won an award, and when he appears
he's no competition whatsoever.
Yeah, when he appears on my show, those shows are also not finalists for awards.
Well, you guys are going to have a great next episode.
Dear John Wants Answers. They're very formal. Here's a cosmic question. How did a doofus like John... I should read these beforehand. How did a doofus like John get a TV show? Is this indicative of the decline of civilization?
It's like getting a horrible YouTube comment like printed up.
Yes.
In person, yeah. That's why I don't have YouTube comments, because I was tired of like 12-year-olds from Belgium telling me I wasn't funny.
Oh, like they're any funny, right?
Yeah, well, but apparently they have time to tell you you're not funny from across the seas.
Does comedy appeal differently to Belgian kids who are 12?
Apparently Belgian 12-year-olds is not my target market.
Maybe it's the accent.
It might be. It might be. Or it might be.
They speak Danish there, right?
It might be my distaste of their waffles. Which is not true, because I love their waffles.
What's not to like?
We should go get waffles after this.
Oh, waffle party.
You want to You want to go get waffles? Tweet us at John Wants Waffles. Waffle. There's no room for an S on the end of that.
Who's your favorite candidate for Pope?
My favorite well, I love that they're getting together. It's like a reality show. Except all the cardinals are getting together to pick the Bachelor.
All right. Thanks for watching, and thanks for coming by, Jim. High five.
Some long credits. We need to cut a few more names out.